Good afternoon, everyone. This is Wakar Mahmood Khan from University of Okara, serving as lecturer in English at the Department of English. Ladies and gentlemen, the topic which I'm going to present in this British Council's esteemed forum, BBELT, Best and Brightest in English Language Teaching, is going to be a very unique one. So, the topic which I'm going to present is going to be regarding bridging the generations and transforming the English language teaching with innovation, with a vision, with a broader purpose. And what is that? The broader purpose is basically to prepare the generations to come, to prepare the current generations, to prepare the generations to come in the years to come. So, this is going to be a game changer research because this is more and more focused on the concept of communicative competence. If we talk about two areas in linguistics, for my speakers, I just want to make it clear that if we talk about the word grammatical competence, for instance, if a learner is good at grammar, vocabulary, sentence structure, phonology, phonetics, and all the structures of the language, it can be the rules of the language, it can be the conversion of active to passive voice, passive to active voice, direct narration to indirect narration, indirect narration to direct narration. It can be all the paths of speech. It can be all the tenses. And for example, if a person is good at vocabulary, he's sound in terms of vocabulary. So we would be saying that this very person is grammatically competent person because he knows regarding the rules of the grammar. He knows regarding the applicability of the rules of the grammar. But my research topic is going to be more and more concerned with the current concept, which is somewhat relevant to TBLG, which stands for task based language teaching. And we need to refine our teaching models as far as English teachers and practitioners are concerned with the current trends of the modern era, specifically for the requirements, for fulfilling the requirements of the Gen Z, which is generally nowadays who the youngsters who are enrolled at the universities, because these youngsters are having entirely different needs, and we cannot treat these learners keeping in view the outdated teaching methodologies. We'll have to rethink over our existing teaching methodologies. We will have to transform our teaching methodologies. So the topic is going to be an interesting one, like how we can bridge the generations. uh, Otherwise we would definitely witness a generation gap between the current learners, or and obviously, for example, the teachers who are quite much aged, and they would be having a lot of different teaching methodology. And for instance, if they are not adapting to the new technologies, artificial intelligence, chat gpt, chat bots, and all the other recent phenomenons, so it means that the teaching will not be effective, specifically when we are concerned with the modern needs of the people, and specifically if I talk about the people of the generation Z. Okay. The field of English language teaching is undergoing rapid transformation due to technological advancements and changing learning preferences of students. Now, for example, if I am a teacher, I go to the classroom and I bring the textbooks to my classroom. I bring the handouts to my classroom. I bring some physical resources to my classroom. I ask my students to visit the libraries. But I personally feel this thing that the students are not much interested in getting the handouts. They are not much interested in reading the books. Rather, they want some learning which is closely connected with the technology. They want some learning that is closely connected with chat gpt. They want some learning that is much more concerned with artificial intelligence platforms, the learning which is much more advanced, the learning which is financially and technologically viable. So the modern learner is having a very different approach. And specifically if we talk about Gen Z, who are currently doing or pursuing their bachelors of English at different universities. So they are preferring the digitalized communication. They are preferring the interactive classrooms. They want more engaging learning outcomes and experiences. So we can say this thing: they're the early learners. The generation before Gen Z, they used to be more and more textbook oriented, but the learners of the generation Z, who are nowadays enrolled at different universities. So such learners want interactive classrooms. And how will this be possible when there would be a virtual reality, where there would be an augmented reality, when there would be an incorporation of artificial intelligence into our learning methodologies? So ELT has drastically been changed. Now we are not to rely much on the textbook content. Rather, we have to focus more and more into the you can say integration of technological tools into our classrooms. So if we talk about the generation alpha and the generation beta, the Gen Z is the one that was born between 1997 to 2012, which is currently enrolled in the universities. Okay, and these are the ones who basically grew up with the smartphones. Like they want to use the smartphones. Maybe it was not much common in their childhood, but when they were growing up, so they grew up having smartphones with them. So they love learning that is more based on communicative competence rather than grammatical competence. So we can say this thing, that the early atmospheres, the early ELT classrooms, they were much and much confined, or they were more and more restricted to outdated technologies. For example, they relied on textbooks, they relied on a whiteboard, they relied on board markers. But the current English language teaching classrooms, they are more and more specifically oriented with virtual reality, augmented reality, the integration of technological features into the classroom. And the students also want such things to take place inside the classroom. And for example, if an ELT teacher feels this thing, that the students are getting demotivated, so the such ELT teacher must look over, rather rethink over his teaching methodology, whether the ELT teacher is able to incorporate the modern technological tools in the classroom or not. The effective integration of all these technological tools has become the part and parcel of today's learners. And it looks like it has become very difficult for the learners to survive without these technological advancements. So we can say this thing, that adaptability to these technological advancements, to these technological tools, has become quite integral in the modern world of today. So if we talk about the next generation, if I talk about generation alpha, that was born in 2013 to the present 2025. So this generation is totally immersed with technology. So there is a slight difference between Gen Z and Gen Alpha, which is the current one. So we can say this thing, that Gen Alpha is totally immersed with the technology. Since their childhood, they used to adopt the technology into their daily life. So if I talk about what my research explores, so the first thing which my research basically explores is that how the Gen Z university students prefer to learn English, what are their interests, what are their needs, and how their preferences, their priorities, their needs are much more different as compared to the traditional learners. Obviously, the traditional learners used to learn from the textbooks, from the notes, from the handouts, from the written material. But now the Gen Z university students pursuing their degree of bachelor's in English or even master's in English, they prefer more integration of technology into their learning. For example, they can learn spoken fluency through different apps, through artificial intelligence apps. Okay, so this is how they can learn the language. The next thing which my research explores is the effectiveness of modern ELT strategies, like the technological integration, the flipped classrooms, and project based learning. So, this is again the requirement of the modern learner. The next thing which my research explores is the future recommendations for the English teachers, and what can policy makers do to prepare for the next generation learners, because adaptability is very important, survival of the fittest. Generally this question arises even in our classrooms, that for example, if we totally rely on artificial intelligence, so it might be hindering our critical thinking abilities. But this is the point which we need to take into consideration, that the ages have changed, the priorities have changed, the way the people used to think in the past has drastically been changed with the advent of technology. and more particularly with the advent of artificial intelligence. Now the way people search, that is different. Even now the people think, the way people think actually, even that is quite different as compared to the previous times. If we talk about the Gen Z, some characteristics I have added to the presentation. Such generation that was born between 1997 to 2012, they prefer technologically driven and multimedia based and interactive learning environments. And they totally dislike this traditional lecture based teaching method in which rote memorization takes place. The teacher provides them with the material, the teacher provides them with the notes, with the handouts, with the content, and the students are supposed to memorize and cram all those things. And such classrooms were generally outdated ones, are quite outdated one in the present scenario, because the teacher is not the you can say he's not the dictator in the classroom. Rather he is the facilitator. Rather he must be the facilitator in the technologically advanced classrooms. So we can say this thing, that the Gen Z requires this thing, that there must be an active participation of the students. The teacher can assign them projects. They can be flipped classrooms. The students can learn somewhat from their houses, and then when they come to the classroom, so they are already slightly prepared with that topic, and the teacher just acts as a monitor, as a facilitator to expedite the learning process. So this is how the demands of ELT, English language teaching, are emerging. They are transforming, they are drastically changing. Similarly, the modern learner, the Gen Z, they expect instant feedback, gamification. They want to learn from different games and different sort of AI assisted learning in the English classrooms. So this is how their needs are much more different as compared to the previous generations. So if we talk about Generation Alpha, this is obviously not currently enrolled to the universities, but if you talk about the futuristic leaders, so these are going to lead the ELT classrooms. Okay, Generation Alpha, the one that was born from 2013 to 2025, this generation is regarded as the one that is completely and totally immersed in artificial intelligence and automation. These are basically just like the kids who were born with smartphones in their hands. Since their childhood, they are using the smartphones. Since their childhood, they are learning through Moodle, through Google Classrooms, through Google Meet, through Zoom, and different platforms. So, such learners are already much into it. They prefer virtual reality, uh, they prefer highly personalized and customized learning platforms, and they are quite personalized according to their personal preferences, needs, and even according to the pace of their learning. So it means that the demands of the Generation Alpha are much more advanced as compared to Gen Z, although this such sort of students are not currently in the universities. But yes, we have to think over the futuristic perspectives as well. Okay. The generation beta, once again, this is again a futuristic aspect, although this term specifically has not been defined into the technological domain, or it's not currently defined by the generation, experts. But yes, we can expect that the generation beta, the one that is born from 2026 to 2040, they are expected to be fully integrated into the virtual realities, into the artificial intelligence, and once again, humanistic involvement would be quite limited in the years to come, and particularly for the ones who are going to be born in 2026 to 2040. Okay, the statement of my problem is that the traditional teacher-centered English instruction does not align with the modern students' learning preferences. As I earlier mentioned, that the needs of the current learners are much more different as compared to the learners of the past era, because now the learners are much more into the technological advancements, and we can say this thing, that the teachers are not the ones to dictate inside the classroom. The teachers are not the ones to be the sole, you can say, representative inside the classroom. Rather, with the advent of the technology, it has become quite necessary that the teachers now need to think out of the box. When the teachers would think out of the box, so automatically, definitely, the students will also have to think out of the box. They'll have to uh, they'll have to possess a welcoming attitude as far as artificial intelligence and other modern technological tools are concerned. So this is my statement of the problem, that how Gen Z university students in BS English programs prefer to learn, and secondly, what modern ELT strategies enhance their engagement and performance. Definitely, I often give this example in my classroom, that we need to fear the time when there would be teachers sitting beside the rostrums to deliver the lecture, but there would be no students. But there would just be the chairs. There would be no students. So it means that even this is very important for our policymakers to retain the students, to ensure the intake at the universities, and this is only possible when we are aligning our existing curriculum with the modern technological aids, with artificial intelligence, with the modern technology, which is definitely much important for current Gen Z, as well as for the upcoming generation Beta and the Alpha generations. Okay. If we talk about the current needs of the learners, they definitely they prefer the digital learning platforms. For example, the use of artificial intelligence, language learning apps, for example, Grammarly, Quillbot, ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, and other platforms. The modern learners prefer to use these for the augmentation of their linguistic skills. Okay, so the next, if we talk about the flipped classroom, so this is a sort of classroom which is again preferred and prioritized by the current university students who are the Gen Zs, basically. So this is the one in which the students learn the theoretical concepts at their houses, and they apply those concepts in the classroom. So here I just want to add this thing, that current classrooms, ELT classrooms, they are not the reproductions of the existing knowledge. The teacher is not to reproduce the content that is already present in the textbooks, or that is already present in the literature, because that is in the palm of the students. The students already know this thing, that this knowledge they already can see through artificial intelligence, through chat gpt, through meta ai, etc. What the teacher has to do in the present scenario, in the present context, is that the teacher needs to rethink over his teaching methodologies. Like, how can this be done? This can only be done when there is a flipped classroom. The students learn the concepts at their home, and now the time is for critical thinking. Now the time in the classroom is there for interactive session. The teacher and students, they both interact with each other. They both are partners in the learning process. The teacher is the facilitator in the learning process. The teacher is no more a dictator. So we can say this thing, that flipped classroom is again a priority, a preference, and a choice of the Gen Z. And the benefit of this is that it promotes critical thinking. It promotes the real language use. Yesterday I was taking a lecture in my university, so I told them a very interesting thing. For example, if you learn regarding grammatical competence at your universities, at the schools and colleges, and let's suppose if you need to go to the market and you need to negotiate with the shopkeeper. Let's suppose if you do not have the communication skills, you just have the grammatical knowledge. So how will it be possible for you to negotiate with the shopkeeper? Similarly, for example, if you are traveling on the bus and you need to talk to the conductor, you need to talk to the driver, and you are not having the skills of negotiation, so there is no negotiation of meaning that takes place. So we can say this thing, that the modern learner is definitely much more advanced in terms of its thinking. And if we want to take the best use of the technology, so we as ELT teachers, we can assign them topics. They can prepare those topics from home, and the classroom atmosphere must be this not the reproduction of the knowledge, but the production of new knowledge. They must be given a chance to interact with the peers, with their colleagues, with the teachers, with the staff members, etc. And they can, exhibit their critical thinking as far as their interactions are concerned. The third one can be the PBL, or the project based learning. This is again a requirement and the preference of the current learners, who are the Gen Zs, who are currently enrolled in BS English program at universities. So they also prefer completing the real world task. For example, instead of asking the student that this is the topic and you need to present it before the audience, we can assign them some topic. For example, you need to talk on the concept of mentalism that was given by Noam Chomsky. So the student can record a podcast, and that podcast can be shown via multimedia to the entire class, and that can spark creativity among the other learners also. So it means that the modern learners, once again, they also prefer project based learning, flipped classroom, etc. Okay, so if we talk about my research objectives, this examines how Gen Z BS English students engage with digital and interactive learning platforms, and what ELT strategies, as I've already discussed, like flipped classroom, project based learning, would be best suiting to the language development of the students. If I talk about my research methodology, so the data which I collected was from 100 BS English university students, and this was primarily focused on this thing, that how many students integrate artificial intelligence and technology for the purpose of English learning. Okay, and this was then qualitative analysis was done, in which the student talked about their experiences. They shared their experiences. They shared their struggles, their challenges that they face while using the artificial intelligence, and they also expressed their opinions as far as their preferences and priorities and choices are concerned. Okay, the next, it was observed that how different teaching strategies impact real classroom learning. So there were two groups. The first was taught under the traditional approach, and the second one was taught under the modern approach, which was much more connected with the artificial intelligence. Okay, so if I talk about the findings, so what I found as a result was that the Gen Z university students prefer interactive, tech-driven learning experiences. They prefer project-based learning. They prefer a flipped classroom, and they do not prefer the lecture-based traditional approach, the bookish knowledge. They now want to think out of the box. They now need to think outside the four walls of the classroom. They now need to think more broad mindedly. So we can say this thing, that the future learner, the Gen Zs, the Gen Alpha, the Gen Beta, will definitely require AI driven personalized learning platforms. So if I talk about the significance of my study, it's going to be a very unique study for the students, because they are going to prepare students in terms of communicative competence, not grammatical competence, which is an immediate requirement of the 21st century. If I talk about how it is helpful for the teachers, so obviously it can help the teachers integrate gamification, flipped classrooms, project-based learning, CLIL, content integrated language learning into the classrooms, into the ELT classrooms, and this is something that sounds more productive and more professional even. And if I talk about the policymakers, so again, the policymakers will have to rethink over the existing curriculum policies, and they'll have to integrate artificial intelligence and the modern technological tools into the existing curriculum. These are some of the references. And if you're having any questions, so you can ask. This is all from my side. Thank you very much.